All right, let us continue from where we stopped in our previous class. We talked about some calculations in preparation of solutions, and we looked at two examples. So today we are going to continue from where we stopped. Now let's look at the question we have here. Now it says 4.0 grams of sodium hydroxide in 250 cm cube of solution contains. So you are asked to find the molar concentration of 4.0 gram of sodium hydroxide in 250 cm cube. Remember, we say molar concentration has to do with the concentration of a solution in mole per dm cube. Okay, so we use 1000 cm cube or 1 dm cube as a standard for measuring standard solution. So if we want to compare or if we want to talk about a standard solution, we simply dissolve the solute in 1000 cm cube, which is equivalent to 1 dm cube of a solution. So looking at our question here, we have 4.0 gram of sodium hydroxide being dissolved in 250 cm cube. Of course, this will not give us a standard solution of the salt. So we are going to look at the molar concentration of the solution. So here we are going to first of all look for the molecular formula of sodium hydroxide. So we see sodium hydroxide, our solution goes like this. We have the molecular formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. So that is the molecular formula of sodium hydroxide. Next thing we do is to look for the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So we have the molar mass of sodium hydroxide to give us 1 multiplied by 23 grams of sodium plus 1 multiplied by 16 gram of oxygen plus 1 multiplied by 1 gram of oxygen. Of course, this will give us 40 grams per mole as the unit for molar mass. So that gives us the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. So we've gotten the molecular formula of sodium hydroxide. We've also gotten the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. Next thing we are going to do is to try to equate the mass of 4 grams to 250 cm cube. Now we also look for the mass that will be dissolved in 1000 cm cube to obtain our standard solution. So 250 cm cube of solution contains 4.0 grams of sodium hydroxide. So if 250 cm cube of solution contains 4.0 grams of sodium hydroxide, therefore we can have 1000 cm cube of solution to contain 1000 multiplied by 4.0 divided by 250 cm cube. So that gives us 16 grams of sodium hydroxide. Now we are asked to look for the molar concentration or molarity of sodium hydroxide. And remember, we said molarity is equal to number of moles in 1 dm cube of solution, or it is simply mass divided by molar mass. So we can have here as molar concentration of sodium hydroxide to be equal to mass of sodium hydroxide divided by molar mass. So this will give us 16 grams divided by 40 grams per mole. So grams dividing by grams, we have what is left there to be mole, which gives us the unit for molarity as mole. So 16 divided by 40 will give us a final answer to be 0.4 mole per gm cube, or 0.4 mole as our final answer. So this is the molar concentration of 4 grams of sodium hydroxide dissolved in 250 cm cube of solution. Now let's take a look at our next question. The next question is in this form. It says, what is the concentration of a solution containing 2 grams of sodium hydroxide in 100 cm cube of solution? Now, this is the form in which questions will be given to you in your UTME or in any of your exam, either WAEC or NECO. This is the form. If you are asked to calculate the concentration of a solution, either mass concentration or molar concentration, this is the form that the question will be given to you. So with these examples, I believe if you come across any question involving concentration of solution, you should be able to tackle it with ease. Okay, so let's take a look at our solution to this problem here. So we have molar mass to be molar mass equal to 23 plus 16 plus 1. Okay, so this will give us 40 grams per mole. So 40 grams per mole is the molar mass of sodium hydroxide. Now, having gotten the molar mass, we're going to look for the molar concentration of 2 grams of sodium hydroxide in 100 cm cube of solution. So remember, we said molar concentration is concentration in mole per dm cube. So we are simply going to equate the 2 grams of sodium hydroxide in 100 cm cube. Now we can later get the mass that will be dissolved in 1000 cm cube. So we simply say 100 cm cube, 100 cm cube of solution contains 2 grams of sodium hydroxide. Therefore, 1000 cm cube of solution, therefore 1000 cm cube of solution will contain 1000 multiplied by 2 grams divided by 100 cm cube. So this gives us 20 grams of sodium hydroxide. So this is a mass that will be dissolved in 1000 cm cube of solution. Now we are not looking for the mass concentration. Assuming we are asked to look for the mass concentration, this would have been our final answer. But we are asked to look for the what? The molar concentration. So molar concentration is mass divided by molar mass, or the number of moles per dm cube of solution. So we can simply say molar concentration is equal to mass over molar mass. So the mass here is 20 grams, while the molar mass is 40 grams per mole. So 20 grams divided by 40 grams will give us 0.5 molarity. Okay, so that is the molarity, or the molar concentration of 2 grams of sodium hydroxide in 100 cm cube of solution. So that is how far we can go in this class. Now in our next class, we're going to be looking at volumetric analysis or quantitative analysis. That is where we look at some calculations involving neutralization reaction, of a reaction between an acid and a base to produce salt and water. So hope to see you in our next class, where we'll go in details to talk about calculations in neutralization reaction. Bye for now.